Hello. Ooh, I'm very close to, there we go. I'm setting up too straight for my camera setup. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. A little earlier today, I had to switch around some stuff. But welcome back. It is sunny out. I did not know that it was daylight savings today. And I woke up very confused. But I can't complain. The sun is out. It'll be out later. We're all getting out of the winter slumps. So, hello. Is that loud? It might just be loud in my ears. Okay. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, it might be a little sleepy today because of the time change. It always makes me feel like I got hit by a truck. I don't know why. I love getting old. But yeah, hope everyone had a good weekend and a good week. It was so gross out yesterday. Now it's really windy today. So I'm like, it's beautiful out, but it's too windy for me to go outside. I'm also eating a Pop-Tart for lunch because I am 12. So I will continue to be eating it as we continue playing. I'm in a really weird, like, nothing sounds good to eat mood, so I'm eating like I'm 12. Yes, at least we get more sunlight. And I am eating a wild berry Pop-Tart. I used to be a strawberry Pop-Tart girly as a child, and now I'm a wild berry Pop-Tart. Strawberry just doesn't do it for me anymore. Yeah, my dinner on Friday was a Pop-Tart with Pop-Tarts and a can of Pringles. I was like, you have to eat something real. I forced myself to eat real food yesterday. But what can you do? Sometimes I just don't want to eat meals, and then I have to eat like a child. And that's okay. That's what being an adult is. Why don't we just get into it? We can jump back in. I'm not going to say 80 times, but I am excited to see where this goes. I'm still continually worried about the choices that I'm making. Because I am notorious. I think I've said this before. I am notorious for accidentally making the worst choices in games. I basically, the first time I played through Dragon Age, my friend John, who kind of like helped me with Origins, because Origins has a huge learning curve if you've never played it before, and he was like, what do you mean you killed your warden? And he was like, what do you mean Bethany died? What do you mean? He's like, I didn't even know these were options. So I'm very good at making bad choices, so I'm worried that I'm making bad choices in this game, but that's kind of the fun of it. Oh yeah, so where we left off is our sister came to visit because we accidentally turned her into a witch. And now she's mad because no one told her that we could see visitors. And then she wanted us to run for office, but we are following Dahlia because I'm in love with her and I don't want to cross her. Yes, you're right. Being an adult does mean I can choose what I can and can't eat. And most of the time it's meals for children because I hate cooking. And that's okay. I make sure I eat vegetables, and that's all that really matters. All right. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. Daristeel didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit is getting real. Are you excited? Also, I don't know how much longer we have in this game, to be honest. Like, we might finish it today. I looked it up when we started, and I think it's like 8 to 12 hours. I don't remember, but it's not a long game. So we might finish it today, or I might not. We'll find out. I'm more anxious than anything. A couple of days out of exile, and I already want to be left alone. That's true. As soon as I finish dealing with the political kerfuffle, I'm going to take a long trip around the galaxy. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? What do we think? Only call Jasmine? I don't want to humiliate her in front of Dahlia. The girls are fighting. Or a good idea, a friendly reunion before the race. I'll call Jasmine. She's as sweet as she is proud. As courtesy, I want to let her digest that her best friends are both running against her. I recommend you don't pull any punches from now on. Since you're up against her, don't think that it's in our best interest to undermine her morale before the race. Okay, you're right. Let's invite the... To undermine her morale? No, I won't stoop that low. It's your call, but I warn you, don't expect as much sportsmanship from your rivals. You don't know them. I'm sure they do the same for me. See yourself. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry. She's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side, and you were planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know. Okay. I guess that's a great resource. But don't do anything without our approval. Absolutely. I don't believe you, Abramar. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. Miroir Invictus. You are dreaming about. You are reading a book with pages made of mirrors. You can still read the text surfacing all over your face in the reflection. It is a treatise that proves that the Big Bang Theory is a lie. When you close the book, the universe stops existing. Jeez. That's fun. How am I doing on? All right. Dear Fortuna, thank you so much for inviting me to your home before all this chaos starts. Let me know when is a good time and I'll come immediately. Looking forward to seeing you. Let's get this over with. Team. Sorry if you can hear me chewing. Okay. Thanks for coming, Jasmine. Always a pleasure. Getting used to your new situation? You bet. In just a few weeks, I'm getting more social activity than I had even before being exiled. That's like after all the restrictions lifted and everyone was getting vaccinated, and it was all of a sudden, I was like, hanging out with people more. And then after like a month of that, or not a month, like a couple weeks, I was like, okay, I need to be alone again. This is too much socializing. That's good. You've got a lot of catching up to do with the coven. Patrice came by the way. Oh yeah? How is she? I haven't seen her since you were exiled. Yeah, she's been busy with work. You know her. Yeah, always so driven. Her new thing is that she wants me to run for leader. Oh, and are you? Not exactly. We're teaming up with Dahlia. I'll become an advisor of sorts when she gets to rule the coven. If she gets to rule the coven, you mean. Dun dun dun. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Oh, how do we end up in this situation? Couldn't we all just, I don't know, run together? Can't we all just get along? She doesn't even go here. I don't know. Because her whole ideas really conflict with Dahlia's. But I'm also like, yeah, everyone, we should all just rule together. What do we think? I'm gonna say, sure, join us. I wish. Okay, Jasmine, then don't say something like that. But I've put too much effort into this. I truly believe I can make a change, make us all happier. I have no doubt about that. Just promise me we'll still be friends, whatever happens. Always. Don't you worry about that. I love you. I love you too. Well, I'd better go and start prepping then. I'm up against 3 of the most formidable witches I've ever known after all. Good luck, Jasmine. Yeah, you too. Goodbye. Who is this? Fortuna, everything is set to go. Dahlia is ready. Get your shit in order, because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll come over there to review Dahlia's program and campaign plan. Let's make a card. Let's delay this and let's make a card. Actually, I just want to look at my deck. 3. I don't want to study them. I just want to. I don't really want to study them. Okay. We'll do Forgotten Factory. Wait, isn't there like a golem or something? Did I miss it? Let's do the gold blower. And we'll do golden shovel. Fortuna, that's me. I have productive procrastination. I'm like, oh, I have to make a phone call. Let me clean my entire apartment and do errands and like do all the stuff I'm not supposed to be doing. Wait, what's over here? Oh, that's kind of, okay. We can make him a snake. Oh, we're making him a snake. If I can align these. Oh, that's sick. Oh, why can't I combine them? Now that's sick. What is this? I actually don't like these. And I can't. Okay. to tell what I'm eating. Okay. Golden Mine. The iron golems support the card's intellectually. A golden vase holds fresh flowers. A golden vase holding fresh flowers will bring happiness to a homestead. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. Excessive earth energy leads to immobility. 8 planets in Capricorn. Meanings happiness, support, success, indifference, stagnation. Cool. Let's do it. Let's go. All my friends are here. Oh yeah. Fortuna. Let's rule this universe together. That's the spirit. Is this the winning team or what? Your energy has won us half the race already. Let's get right to it. How are you feeling, Fortuna? Ready. Focused. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Jasmine? I met her on my own to avoid any tense situations between the three of us. Yeah? And how'd she take it? It was intense, but I believe we're fine. Really? Well, she said that she loves me and wishes us luck. By all daemons, she's ready for battle, I tell you. You think so? That's too much earth. Yes. Yet again, we will make an earth card. I am nothing but an earth sign, and we will make as many earth cards as we see fit. I love you and good luck is Jasmine's signature veiled threat. The game's on. Well, in any case, it's good that you're not going to take pity on her. Ah, no, I respect Jasmine too much for that. She's going to be a worthy adversary. Okay, do you want to take the lead, Dahlia? I've got you. Let's do this. What's the plan? Let's go out there and start spreading the wonders of our program. Don't you think it'd be better if we strategize a bit first? What is there left to plan? Uh-oh. Everything? I'm more of the kind of wish that works with her gut. That's alright. It's a great asset to have as a leader. It's a great asset to have a leader with sharp instincts. Do you mind if I take care of the most boring analytical parts? Okay, I understand. The floor is yours. I say we analyze our opponents first, then I'll interview you two to see where we stand on the main issues. After that, we can review our program. Once we get something solid, we should schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. Oh my god. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. How does that sound? Smart. You're right. I'm ready. Good. First of all, to check we're all up to speed. Fortuna, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the Coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them. We can skip the explanation. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Here's the intel I gathered on Jasmine. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the Coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporarian witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. I don't really know what those are either. Oh yeah, sorry. You're not even from Earth to begin with. Then where is she from? The thing is, Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to most conservative witches. Her politicals are liberal revision of Adina's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. Well, our Peppermancer also wasn't from Earth. So I don't know. Where are they from? That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from any duties and the fear of failure. Well, how did you manage to get all that info in so little time? I'm an archivist, and all this is public domain. No sweat. Now focus. Her program to achieve this is: judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. Yeah, no, I'm glad we picked Dahlia. That is the sweetest candy ever programmed for the old lot. Enforcement will work with this system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess it's all determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interest in mind, and that there are no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any members. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Adina's corpse, so we all become more powerful. Once again, is this the plot of Yellow Jackets? I don't know what that show is about, other than cannibalism. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's programs. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to it, but every time they say that, I'm like, is this Yellow Jackets? Sure. I'm impressed, Patrice. That's some amazing work. Thank you. Now tell me, what can we do against this program? I trust that everyone will see how our approach is far superior. And if not, we'll make up for it by showing spirit. I mean, spirit is important, yes, but we need some strategies to have the upper hand, dialectically. Patrice is an older sister. This is literally, this is older sibling 101. Okay, so I was right in my joke about, is this just Yellow Jackets? Fortuna, any ideas? What do you think is the best strategy to undermine Jasmine's program? I want to either say individualism will fracture the community, or these plans benefit the powerful and forsake the novices. I'm gonna say, I don't know, they're both really good points. I'm gonna say benefit the powerful and forsake the novices. Interesting. If we adopt this strategy, we may polarize the coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good. Now assess the candidate herself. Let's use our privilege info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She can be extremely cunning. That's what I'm most afraid of. You're right to be on guard. Yeah. Fortuna? What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? I want to say her charming mother-like aura. Because I'm like being played by Jasmine as a person. I thought she was just being nice. I didn't realize that she was telling us to go fuck ourselves, you know? Right. A mother figure could well become a prom queen of this race. Many voters decide based on instinct rather than analysis, and Jasmine's persona promises to be an excellent caretaker for the lot of us. We'll need to expose her ugly side to distort those motherly attributes. Do we really need to stoop that low? I'd rather lose honorably. Okay, your call. Now, to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Combat. Why is that so funny? Combat. She's just not made for action. I don't know why that reminded me of Zach Oyama's Very Important People. Where Vic's like, what is your dream job? And he immediately says military. It took me out. I think that's why. It's just like the same like combat. It just took me out. Okay, anyways. Well, I don't know if there'll be a lot of opportunities during this campaign to show one's might. But yeah, duly noted. What do you say, Fortuna? What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? Envy. She's so jealous. Ooh, good one. Straight for the kill. Really? Yes, and she does a poor job hiding it. It is the same, yeah, bluntness and commitment to the bit. Also, I love how this game... This is a stupid thing to say, but I love how this game like rewards you for paying attention. I don't know, I think it's cool. Like, we did pick up on that she was jealous, and now we can use that to our advantage. This is a good game. Hey guys, this is a good game. We should come up with creative ways of triggering her envy then. This will become very handy to cloud her judgment. I feel bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about Dahlia, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Dahlia, focus on bringing your best game, and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. You're overthinking it. I've got this team. Damn, you're cool. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. Shall we move on to Cupressa? What? Who the hell is Cupressa? Alright, that old log is running for leader too. No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. Sometimes video games are good, shockingly. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who she is already, come on. Whoa, she's a tree. Cupressa, the historian witch. The eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even Adina. Cupressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. Whoa. She has an infallible memory. All events are registered inside her tree rings. We've worked together many times at the Coven's archives. It's a never-ending enterprise to register all her knowledge on paper. The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Cupressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the Coven. So for the first time, she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Adina left them. Jeez. Mortal affairs exploited the Coven's convenience. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Adina's corpse as some sort of oracle to keep her using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the Coven. Wow, fuck Cupressa. Fuck her indeed. Fuck her program in any case. I know Cupressa personally, and she's very kind and helpful, but yes, no one wants the ghost of Adina to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Cupressa has a special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. But what I'm more afraid of is that, depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Cupressa. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Cupressa and keep her in check, it all should be alright, I think. Actually, I believe it's a good thing that she's running. From the Wherefore point of view, that's the best case scenario for us. Divide and conquer. If the conservative side is split between Cupressa and Jasmine, we can easily emerge as the dominant force. Wow, your experience as a warrior witch is going to come in handy. We warrior witches aren't all about smashing things, you know. You need brains to take on the most challenging forces of the cosmos. You have my respect. Don't estimate Dahlia, Patrice. Don't flirt with her. Patrice, she's mine. I won't. Anyway, I think we are ready to get into Dahlia's program now. Do you want to take 5? I'm good. Fortuna, how about you? Now let's just do it. Alright, go ahead, Dahlia. I already did this. Okay. Hear this. Judgment by referendum. Enforcement. None. Fuck that. I say we go for amicable resolution. Forbidden arts. None. Fuck prohibitions. Let's invest in educating our sisters so we're all aware of the risks and rewards. Mortal affairs. Fuck mortals. What? Sorry, I got carried away with the fuck thing. I say we cut all ties with mortals. We are way too privileged to be messing with people's lives. Just leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Gotcha. Witch duties. Magical tax. This is a true game changer. Have every member of the coven share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. That could be a pretty powerful asset to the coven, yeah. And that's it. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? You forgot about the hottest topic. What to do with the Dina's corpse. We scatter the shit out of that abomination of a leader, of course. Witchhood is so precious. We should open the doors for more women to become witches. Gotcha. So, honest feedback? Of course, shoot. You are betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, if I must say. Sam Reich is here? He's Abramar, actually. Why aim for less? I feel you, but our opponents are getting to pick us apart. Better to stay ahead and do our own self-analysis. Gotcha. Fortuna, what would you say is the best strategy to counter Dahlia's stance? Expose her naivete. Faith in good intentions is ridiculous. Yeah, that's probably what our rivals will go for. They'll most likely say that the ideal community Dahlia wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. Let them try. I know we can inspire everyone to wish for an ideal community. I hope you're right. Let's change gears. What about our strengths? I'm definitely the strongest candidate. I love her so much. I love her so much. Oh yeah, in what sense? In the literal one. Okay, good to know. Should it all end in a battle royale? In all seriousness, it's hard to think about one's own virtues. I know. Fortuna, you know her well. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Probably, overwhelming charisma and confidence she projects? Yeah, if this was a popularity contest, she'd have the upper hand. I'm sure our campaign will kick off with lots of momentum. Our rivals can't hope to defeat us on any revolutionary grounds. They'll have to overplay their intelligence and mysticism to get a bite of Dahlia's cake. Anyway, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? I'd say green when it comes to debating politics and philosophy. That's true. It's a very exploitable flaw. Let's hope their strategy doesn't involve trying to defeat you dialectically. Although they will likely force you to make public statements on hairy topics. I hope you don't sabotage yourself if they bring up complex dilemmas. Isn't I don't know a valid answer? I'm not embarrassed to acknowledge my shortcomings. It's not ideal, but it'll be better than saying something outrageous. Is that better? It's the same. Okay. No, the light's still on. Okay. Alright, we're all up to speed with the plan and situation now. Should we go out there and start kicking some political ass? Well, I'd say now we take a moment to reevaluate our program. After the self-analysis, we might find some aspects we could adjust to increase our chances. Okay, what would you change? And before you even start, I won't budge on regarding the judgment system. Referendum is the way to go. Also, I'm extremely proud of the magical tax. Yeah, that's a very interesting one, asking for a percentage of the magical output of every member of the coven. It'll open the door to attempt some ambitious projects. That much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. I'm super excited about forging a massive sword to slay cosmic horrors. I love her. Provided the referendum approves that. Of course. Fortuna, based on what we studied so far, what do you think could improve from Dahlia's program? Honestly, I think law enforcement. Communication and understanding isn't going to work for everything. Like, access and mortals, I kind of agree with. I think law enforcement. Okay, these are the current stances. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Capressa wants to keep exile as punishment. And Dahlia advocates for amicable agreement. What do you think would be the best system for law enforcement? Ponder warnings leading to expulsion. Jasmine's solution of letting witches accumulate strikes and, in the event they fail to behave, expelling them from the coven seems quite humane. It's not a bad idea. It doesn't rob anyone of their freedom, and the ultimate punishment is like ultimate freedom, actually. If you don't fit in here, just find a coven to match your philosophy or stay independent. On the other hand, it's exploitable. Witches will be able to cross the line several times without any consequences before they gather too many strikes. And then they'll be trapped into behaving ideally or losing membership. In any case, it's not like they can just go and kill another witch. The magical pact stands above our warning system. The warnings allow for mischief, but I guess it's tolerable. Not all witches are going to be ill-willed. I believe in all of our sisters, but I wouldn't mind giving them warnings if they lose sight of what's good for us. I see. What do you think the best system for law enforcement? Let's try to come up with a new option. I have troubled feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. I don't like the idea of keeping law and order through fear. On the other hand, we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or gods forbid, send them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service, depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending to other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed, really. That may not be a bad idea. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, that's for sure. I'm not against it if you trust it will improve our program. Alright. What do you think would be the best system for law? I don't know. I don't know, I like the warnings and expulsion system. I did have to do community service to graduate high school, but I also had to do it because my parents, I grew up in the Lutheran church, my parents wanted me to get confirmed, so I also had to do it for confirmation, so I kind of did both. And weirdly enough, because I grew up, there was a fair in my town over the summer, and you could volunteer to like do help with parking, which would they would pay you for it for the music program, so that also counted as community service. So I did, but I found like a lot of weird workarounds. It wasn't like too hard, but I know people who really were like, I have no way of doing this. It is an interesting like requirement to graduate, I think. What do we think? Well, I'm between warnings and expulsion and community service. I don't know. Like, community service I think would benefit everybody, but I don't think it's a good, like, I'm gonna say community service. I don't want to steal someone else's system. You know what I mean? We're gonna go with community service. Okay, that's a substantial change. You made a great point, yeah. Do you want to change anything else? No. Hey, hold your horses. That one change is fine, but not go changing my whole plan, friends. You heard the boss. Are you happy with this change, or do you want to focus on another point of the program? I'm happy with this program. That settles it then. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. Dahlia, you're gonna have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. I'm ready for anything. We're gonna need to sell a concept of it. And for that, we're gonna need a slogan. Finally, something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far, St. Patrice. You're really enjoying yourself behind that commander pose, huh? You bet. I got one. Power in numbers. It's good. I'd say it suits you. What do you say, Fortuna? Any ideas for a slogan? No. I like power in numbers. I know, right? To think we discover after so many centuries that I'm some kind of a political genius. It really embodies your intentions. Do referendum systems scattering Adina's remains so we can become more diverse? Yes. It's good, yes. Let's roll with it then. Yeah, slogan jump scare. I didn't need that. Perfect, we're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any secrets in space to plaster with Dahlia's face. Streets in space to plaster with Dahlia's face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's a great idea. I'm in. Water break. Do we know any cool artists? Me. Fortuna, I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose a nice poster for our friend? Are you sure? I don't. Yes, yes, yes. Make a poster for me, Fortuna. Please? Come on, you're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. Okay, Patrice. Oh, what the hell? Here we go. I want to go to a cosmic market too. Like, I don't want to make her look... Ooh, wait, I kind of like this. I like that. Front and center. No skulls. What do you think about this? I actually want these to be the same. Yeah. What do you think about this? God, she's so cool. I tried to hide the skull that won't let me delete. It's like you have to have one skull on here. Okay, we'll put it behind her. Okay, great. Here, what do you think? Very neutral? Oh, you don't like it? No, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Should I give it another try? Are you kidding? It's perfect. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm gonna keep one in my workshop forever. Shut up. I'm so ready to win this. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for politics. It's too much work. Same. I feel you. Anything for our sisters, though. Thank you so much for your help, Fortuna. You too, Patrice. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Likewise. Chapter 6, Pandemonium. Please wait here. Yuena will be here in a minute. What's this? Am I dead? Oh no, don't worry. You're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Yuena is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. Oh, a what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything is going to be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye. Ooh. Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with these fools. Those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Is that it? Is that all I get to click? Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. How did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrice managed to get home okay. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too, lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk, and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. I love you already. I love you. What? What? Relax, I'm here to look after you. I love her. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Yeah, very observant. My kin are what human witches call dear folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations, you ascended. Please, don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Yuana's the best. 32 seconds. Oh my god, this is like Persona 5. The calendar in Persona 5 stressed me out too much, so I didn't do like half the shit I was supposed to. Because I just wanted to go defeat the guy. Like the people in the palace. Ready to take over the universe? Haha. Commander Patrice, what's the situation? Everything is set to go. Election Day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. How are you feeling, Dahlia? About to explode? I've got too much pent-up energy. Just set some objectives for me and I will obliterate them. Metaphorically, I hope. Metaphorically, mainly, yes, but I'm ready to take on a dozen daemons if necessary, too. Good to know. Let's get to work, then. We're going to check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. Whoa, spreadsheet sorcery. That's some high-level magic. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's ratings. I added some men's runes to filter vote attention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. Absolutely. I've been prepping myself for the race by doing some readings about the history of the Coven and the different factions. I'm not just muzzle. That's good. Fortuna, as the oracle of some of the team, you'll better take responsibility and do some studying too. Luckily for you, your sister is one of the Coven's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have time to go and do some studying. Whoa, thanks so much. I got you. Now, about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being exiled and all. So you're going to be in charge of team management from this point on. Shouldn't it be someone more prepared than me? We're all going to be busy heading out for events, gathering support, or whatever is needed. We need someone tracking all of our efforts and assigning tasks so we can better focus on our mission without worrying about schedules. This is my job. This was my job. Just assigning tasks to people, analyzing data, and assigning tasks. You're extremely intelligent and have sharp instincts. I have zero doubts that you will do an excellent job. You've got this, Fortuna. Okay, sure, I'm ready. Whatever it takes. You just keep track of the vote intention and try to redirect our efforts towards increasing our vote count, as in promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, or even harvesting energy for your deck, should it become necessary for any reason. Bear in mind that these talks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each. Tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood? But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve some pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Can you imagine you're exiled for 200 years, you haven't spoken to a soul? You summon a behemoth out of pure, desperation. And then all of a sudden, you're allowed to get visitors again, and you're just constantly getting barraged with people in your space. That'd be so annoying. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Well, let's get out there already. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. What is it? Myself. Personal growth and self-realization. Yes. Last year, I spent a great deal of time cataloging the Covenant's texts and treaties on the objects of power. And there was one specific object that kept making me think of you. Here. The root of Almob. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh wow, thank you, Patrice. It'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower, atom by atom. It'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'll be way more effective if you ran for leader yourself. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that you decided to play a supporting role given your true nature. Here we go. What true nature? You've always relied only on yourself. This is quite unlike you. That's all I'm saying. We've already had this conversation. You're right. We better focus on helpful things. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. All right, tasks. Let me read them. Full Coven. Novices. All right. We're doing really well with novices. We're not doing well with producers, but that makes sense because Jasmine is, I think, also a producer. Warriors, yes. Explorers, okay. Academics. So producers and academics and oracles we'll have to focus on. Okay. like you to... I want Jasmine to challenge an opponent's program. Because I think not Jasmine. Who is this? Patrice. What program should we challenge? I think we should focus on... Maybe Capressa. Because I'm worried that if we challenge Jasmine, they'll just go to Capressa. But if we challenge Capressa and then go to Jasmine, and then we can focus on Jasmine. I am not in politics. Okay. Quorum of Eldest Witches. Yeah. And then we're gonna have our girlfriend. Not really. I wish. Look for allies and opportunities. I'll go out and see what I can bring to the table. Cool. What's this? Witch Fortuna. I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift in our coven is about to experience. Kind regards, Capressa, historical witch. Not yet. Let's do some studying. Let's do some research. Read Patrice's demographics analysis. It's a nice chill time. Let's see what Patrice prepared me for. Demographic, novices. The freshly ascended witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Though bear in mind how time works in this immortal society, some novices find their place in the first few years, but some others may take decades. You don't need the approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of the producers, academics, and explorers. On the other hand, warriors require tests first, and to become an oracle, as you're well aware, another oracle needs to dream about you. Yeah, just some light casual reading. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiative that increases their rights and opportunities. What to do? I want to read one more. Demographic, academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They're one of the most, if not the most, prestigious demographics since they're constantly furthering our crafts and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old to be wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count them as the biggest elder representation in this race. In fact, Capressa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage in this front. Okay, interesting. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet, control, respect, protocol. They're pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. Alright, back. Let's talk to this Capressa. Oh, wow. Hi. Hello. I am Capressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race became hectic. Why me? I'm not the running. Oh, I know. You are one of the major players in these elections. And a driving force, as Adina would put it. Adina often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check. To form my own judgment. I promise I carry the best intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants, we're more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Adina's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the races. Nice strategy. I didn't say that in jest. You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Adina such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, and Jasmine, you have uncountable numbers of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even what you consider virtues, such as ambition or mercy, or even the most basic things, such as the need for comfort or enjoyment, cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, how can you truly care for your peers? It's a good question. There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind precisely because of this lack of human feeling. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my intellectually is that of growth and community. I lack individuality. I am just part of the forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nature and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourer of worlds, and we the plants are their healers. Okay, I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Empathy. A very useful trait to understand the fear and needs of your community. Probably the trait in which I am most lacking. But empathy is a double-edged sword. Historically, empathetic leaders often crash and burn, overwhelmed by the contradicting angst of their people. A characteristic that can quickly turn to weakness. Maybe, but selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship. The list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not selfless existences. A leader deprived of all that is just an automata. Are you implying that humans should never lead? Yeah. When avoidable, yes. On Earth, they don't have much choice with all the sentient life being underdeveloped besides them. But here, we have gods, we have dear folk, you have me. What if I don't want to be ruled? What if I don't agree with what allegedly superior beings have devised for me? I want to create a world closer to my vision. Isn't that egotistical? Yes, but is there any other option? I don't know if that's the right question to ask. Yes, I am offering you that option. But don't you see that even your philosophy about selflessness is really just what you want for this coven? Have you considered that the stability is not what most of the coven wants? Don't they? I don't know. We'll find out what the coven wants through the election. I understand. Thank you. You have made me think. Listen, Compressa. Let's use the Eye of Adina. We haven't used it in a while. What is this buried emotion? What's the matter? I won't bother her about it. I'm not gonna be that person. Nothing. I think it's time for me to leave now. Wait, would you like me to read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course. My priority is to help the coven. Very well. Let's see what the fortune has in store for me. Oh, that's so sad. She's in love with Adina, and then Adina dies, and she picks up this mantle and pretends it's selflessness. but it's really to just like continue this woman's vision. I'm choosing to ignore this pun, no matter how you treat her. Tell me it is what you wish to ask the cards. There is only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Adina's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Adina's has been the most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I will focus on your honest will. Think about Adina while I shuffle my deck. Yeah, she just wants to bring her back as advisor. Oh. The iron golems support the card's intellectually. A golden vase holds fresh flowers. Will bring happiness to a homestead. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. Happiness supports success in different stagnation. No, but you will make peace with it and find new forms of happiness. I mean, that's all you can really give someone is peace. What's up? Happiness is always good news, isn't it? Happiness means nothing to me. What I want is for Adina's work to be eternal. Nothing is eternal. I know. I knew this endeavor was meaningless from the moment I set out to do it. Oh no. But still, I needed to try. Will you give up now? No, even if it's just the tiniest fraction. Keeping some of Adina's legacy alive is priceless. I see. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. Goodbye. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Oh, 30 cycles left. Let's go by day. Okay. We'll do some more reading. Demographic producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos. Be it gardening, mining, sewing, or distilling dark matter, you name it, they pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd all lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange, they reap the latest techniques for furthering the exploitation of the universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand with this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked. To cater to them, increase their quality of life and relevance. Let's make another card. Have we done the Opera House yet? I don't think we have. Oh, I got some blues to use. Let's do Duchess of Solace. We haven't used her yet. I don't think that's what her name was, but we're going to use her. Oh, not enough energy for the whips. Let's do the swordfish liquor, I think. She's gonna be a big woman. A giant woman. Okay. Get there. Yes, all I wanted to. Every time I say giant woman, I have to sing giant woman. It is my unfortunate trait. Gotta put a sword on the ground. I don't want to know what this is. I really don't. Everything else I can figure out, but I don't want to know what that is. Yeah, I am true to my username. I do have to put a sword in every single image that I can. I have a sword on my body now, so I am a sword lesbian through and through. Tears of Lust. The chambers of the opera house make all meanings resonate through every context. This fairy is a gateway to corruption, but also strength. The Duchess is a master of desire and power of dynamics. The swordfish liquor runs with truth. Meanings. Temptation, yearning. We got another yearning card. Passion, leadership, purpose, courage. Okay. Oh, we got a visitor. We got so many visitors. Yeah, at least 3. I think it's up to like 5 now. Just can't stop making yearning cards. Maybe because Dahlia won't flirt with me. Hey, I hooked you up with someone that could help us. I'd rather have you handle strategy. She'll come here. I trust you. Her name is Rangi Marie, the cosmic poet. She's not from the Coven, but you've probably heard of her. Rangi Marie is all the rage throughout the witching universe, especially among the youngest witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on witch culture. As our universe's big influencer, Rangi Marie will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture as the centuries to come. I've heard she already sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak up, we could sweep a lot of votes. Okay. I'd like you to promote our program. I think producers is a good start. Campaign time, here we go. Because I think if you can get the producers on our side, then the academics might follow. Okay. 29 cycles left, Jesus. Our pepper friend. Okay. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when is a good time to visit. Thea. Yeah, time for the producers to unionize, honestly. What happened? Hello again, Fortuna. Oh shit, what happened to you? Oh well, it's nothing serious really. There are many ways of seeing beyond using our human eyes. But I'm sure hope this is the injury you foretold and this mission doesn't cost me more than an eye. I'm so sorry. It's okay, just the price of duty. Okay. What's this about, an active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there is an internal war going on within the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the arbitrage office had to intervene to minimize casualties, and above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven to refrain from engaging in combat, no matter what the sculptors offer. It really did escalate quickly. Should you wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there's someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me and by extension to the arbitrage office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well, I will talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Shouldn't the Archbishop's office be neutral? Not exactly. We have an objective, and that is to preserve peace within which society. Our policy is to avoid meddling in internal conflicts unless they become a threat to the rest of the community, like in this case. When the shit hits the fan, we do whatever it is best to keep the turmoil in check. And in this case, we thought that your newfound party is the best suited for this specific issue. I see. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative from the refugees, to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there is something that your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? No way. Protocol. Oh, and by the way, I got my promotion. Not sure if the cost was worth it, but I got it nonetheless. Thanks for the heads up. Sure, anytime. Take care, Fortuna. You too. Goodbye. Every time I talk to someone, it goes down 2 cycles. 2 whole cycles. Jasmine is going after academics now. She's outright selling fear about how our system is going to lead chaos and the degrading of our Sisterhood's well-established values. Whatever that means. The thing is that the oldest witches are buying it up. Let's stay on our toes. I'm back. Great move attacking the quorum of the eldest idea. We took the voters from both Jasmine and Compressa. We especially picked up support from novices, explorers, and warriors. Okay. I'd like you to... challenge an opponent's program. Look for allies and opportunities. Promote our program. And academics. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. It's very stressful that it goes down 2 cycles every time I talk to somebody. Oh my god, I have so many people want to talk to me. Okay, well, you were here first. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? My friend Nova! Oh, I love oh my god, the bottles. Hello! Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Very good, very good. Yeah? Yes, way better than I expected, to be honest. It took me a while to realize I wasn't dreaming, but once I connected with what magic is and how I can interact with the cosmos, I feel unstoppable. I've never felt this alive. I'm so happy for you. It's thanks to you that I got this far this quick. What you read in the cards for me, it profoundly affected me. Your words have been fueling my passion for the cosmic arts. So much that I've had praise from the whole coven, including the elders. They say they've never seen someone as promising as me in the whole history of the coven. Oh, wow, that's big. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I can never repay what you've done for me. Actually, about that, I'd like to join your party, please? I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? We would be thrilled. We need all the help we can get. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best, and then some. I had a horrible thought. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood? Oh my god, there's too many people in my space. Okay. You totally sent me into enemy territory here, Fortuna. The producers are all too in love with Jasmine. However, your proposal of having community work was as a way of compensating for any wrongdoing resonated with a lot of them. They have their hands full providing for the whole coven, so the prospect of getting some help was vote-worthy for some of them. Great job. Okay. We are gonna send you challenge an opponent's program. And we need to start challenging Jasmine's, I think. Specifically. Banning. And then we're gonna send you to look for allies and opportunities. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, I should not have done that. Oh well, I made my choice. I have too many people to talk to. Who's I'm gonna talk to you. There's a kaleidoscope refracting every possible path, and you are the road keeper. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. What a nice home. Did you like the cosmic poem I sent you? Thank you very much, yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Let it sink in, it'll grow on you. Nice. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Shh. Let it sink in. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope. It's still sinking. Refracting every possible path. Pay attention. Well, and I'm the road keeper? Powerful, huh? Look, I don't want to be rude. I normally enjoy this kind of weird game, but we're in a bit swamped at the moment with the coming election. So what can I do for you? I want to support your cause. Oh, okay. You're not from our coven though, right? Why did you decide to support us? I like your team. I'd like you to be in power. Thank you. What is it that you find interesting about our program? The vibe. God damn it. I see. And what were you thinking in terms of support? Why a cosmic poem, of course. Oh, I heard they're all the rage among the younger witches, right? Yes. And soon among every witch, once they manage to break through their sour skepticism. Cosmic poetry is not just about the words. They're thought-birthing spells, but they can only penetrate welcoming minds. Okay, so that's why I guess it wasn't doing anything for me, I guess. Unlike traditional art, they need your consent to make an impact. It's the most ethical form of creation. Okay, interesting concept. And you're saying that you'd like to compose a cosmic poem to boost our campaign? That's it. I would only require 5 units of every element. Oh, deal. Meteoric. Wait, there's not enough magic here. Sorry, that's everything I got left. Oh no. I didn't come here to rip you off, I swear. I'll cover the rest and you can pay off the balance whenever it's a good time for you. I should not have done that. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, let's compose a cosmic poem. I've heard wonders about your divination. I wonder if we could use it for something avant-garde. Oh, what did you have in mind? Instead of actually writing the poem, let's peek into the future to see how it's going to end up. And we can skip all the pain of actually pondering every single word. Oh, a paradoxical cosmic poem. If we peek at how it'll look after we go through all the process and iterations, we wouldn't need to actually put the work in. Yes, isn't it beautiful? My atoms shake at the mere thought. I dig it, yeah. How do we go about this? Okay, so cosmic poems are compounded of 3 important elements. I'd like you to ask the cards to look into each of them. And before we get started, please forget everything you know about human poetry. These are spells unbound by language. In fact, everyone perceives them in their native tongue. So forget about rhyme, metric, all that bullshit. This is the real deal. Just powerful ideas. Like a hit tweet. Oh god. What's a tweet? Oh, you're pre-internet witch, I see. When are you from? I ascended in the early 60s from planet Earth's United States. Right, so like graffiti that you read somewhere and find yourself thinking about it again and again. That's not what a tweet is. A tweet is crazy. When are you from, by the way? Nowhere, no when, literally. I woke up inside of a collapsed star where space and time stopped making sense. I've never been immortal, but I really dig the human vibe. Oh wow. Is that even possible? Anyway, Cosmic Poems 101. The first and most crucial element is the hook. A conceptual gust that pries open your mind. It readies you to absorb the energy of the poem. Second comes the line, the substance, the development of the idea. And the third, and quite critical, there's the sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. I hate this. It's what drives everything home. It seals the deal. Reaches for the depths of your soul and delivers the cosmic poem. Are you following? Hook, line, and sinker. Got it. The idea is to develop a cosmic poem that makes witches connect better with your cause. Right, so focus on what inspired you to support us while I shuffle my deck. Leadership. Okay. See, I kind of forget. She said everything, what everything means, and I immediately forgot it. I think sinker, because this is leadership. Will you be the line that gets us across? Sure. This sinker is a game changer. I love it. It's great because I only have one thing on here. Introspection, yearning, power, passion. I think this should be the hook. I like first you created your world. Whoa, powerfully. You bet it caught my attention. Okay. Okay. Waiting on the first beat of a new universe, you float weightless, timeless inside the potential of magic. For the first black hole, there's so much meaning engraved in that. This may turn out to be the deepest poem of my career. I didn't even have to actually write it. Fortuna, this is extremely good. Let me bind everything together in a spell. I can't wait to listen to it. My mind will be welcoming for this one. Ready? First, you created your world. Waiting on the first beat of a new universe, you float weightless, timeless inside potential and magic. Will you be the guide that'll get us across? That's pretty good. This is a masterpiece. Are you feeling it? Ooh, I love it. Right? It's going to be a sensation. I'm going to start singing it throughout the universe right now. Yeah, please. It totally conveys what you're doing here. Trust me. I'm out. Good luck with the rest of the race. Thank you for coming and for the poem. I was so afraid it wasn't going to make sense at the end. Oh my god, there's too many people at my house. Okay, I have something worrying to report. Compress has been shamelessly parading Adina's corpse around to gather a support. It may be because they go back way too far, but for some reason the corpse complies with everything Compressa says. Uh-oh. This is giving our sisters reason to believe in Compressa's plan of keeping Adina as some sort of mystic guide. We need to do something. I had a long chat with some academics. I believe it went pretty well. As one of the Covenant's archivists, I know most of the academics well. I'd say it was a productive meeting. I got many of them to see the potential of our proposal. I'd like you to Challenge an opponent's program. Press a... Keeping a demon's court. I mean, we have to. We have to challenge it. Okay. We're still in the lead. For now. Okay. What time is it? Okay. We have too many people. For the attention of the Oracle Witch. Hello, my name is Zira. Me and a group of my sisters are fleeing from a conflict in our former coven. We are being hunted and executed. We are desperate. I beg of you to hear me out. Let's go. Oh, hello. I love your makeup. Thanks for having me. My name is Zira. I am a jade sculptor. Welcome, Zira. My name is Fortuna. I am a cartomancer. What can I do for you? I lead a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. I'm so sorry to hear that. Take your time. Tell me what happened. I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. Are you familiar with the traditions of the jade sculptors? Not much. Please educate me. I don't care about what Adina thinks about them. With pleasure. Thank you for listening to our story. We, the jade sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones. We can ask them what their potential is and carve any of them into magnificent magical tools. The most powerful stone is jade, the cornerstone of all our power. We owe all of our might to the pact we seal with the jade monks. You work with men? I thought they weren't able to achieve witchhood. Oh no, the jade monks are the two largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. That's a big story. Stones. They whispered their shape to our founding members, and they carved them into what they are today. We worship them. In exchange, they guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you're hoarding the heart of a jade witch back to the jade monks... Wait, I'm sorry, I did not. I made up words in that sentence. If you bring the heart of a jade witch back to the jade monks, we can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining our memories, but not our powers. The reborn must remain there in our temple to humbly serve the living witches of our coven. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain it to me. Now that you know how we function, you can understand the root of this conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk Waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters consider this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of the jade must be preserved. But I suspect that they are mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, tried to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and are hunting us down. Ugh, that sounds awful. That's why we need your help. And I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment. But hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched many covens to see who'd be the best suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they could become a rightful member of your coven immediately. I happen to know that you are in the middle of some elections too. So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. Wow, We also have some magic saved up. So compensation for all your trouble, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know the jade sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with the coven as powerful of yours. Take us in and we will all be safe. Please, I beg you. Protect us and you will have 10 more votes and more earth energy. I mean, yes, but I'm not running. I accept, but don't need to vote for me. Is that right? You would take us in without asking for anything in exchange? Yeah, that's right. I'll protect you. No strings attached. I just want to help. You don't need to participate in this election. You are too kind. I couldn't have hoped for such a selfless soul when I came up with a desperate plan. Thank you, truly. I'm just happy to offer you some peace. Thank you so much. You've been through too much. We are forever indebted to you. Really, I'm just happy to help. How do we proceed from now on? I can examine your future with my cards. Oh, that'll give me some peace, yes. It'll be my pleasure then. All right, let me get my cards. I see two more major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees fleeing from your old coven. And, on the other hand, we have your pressures... Oh wait, we have your pursuers, the foresters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a jade sculptor and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my cards. The Iron Golems support the cards intellectually. Okay. You'll end up founding your own coven, then you'll surpass the Jade Sculptors. Why not? That's not possible. Why not? Jade Sculptors didn't exist before your ancestors carved the giant jade stones, right? The possibilities are endless as time for immortal beings such as you and me. You're right. I need to start focusing on what's ahead. And what you foretold is something well worth looking forward to. Thank you. You're welcome. War distorts all feeling to fight with a bleeding heart, relentless rectitude. The astronaut's pith cloth stimulates purpose and discovery. Deception, the unknown, determination, rightfulness. Okay. The Jade Sculptors will be deemed a danger to cosmic society and will be stopped and dissolved by the Arbitrage Office. Let's say that one. Serves them right. I could cry if I wasn't so utterly exhausted. The idea of being able to exist beyond the Jade Sculptors gives me some solace. Surviving them is not something I would have thought possible a few minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you for looking into our future. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there are still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. Goodbye. 22 cycles left. I'm sorry, I couldn't find anything. I'm a bit out of my depth with this, to be honest. Can I help you with something simpler, maybe? Nova? Just go promote our program. Producers. Because you are a producer, right? She's a peppermancer. She's a potion maker. Yeah. I'll go and spread the good word. Absolutely. Back from the battlefield, ready to report. Perfect blow attacking the point of forbidding arts. Both Capressa and Jasmine lost support from their voters. Academics, explorers, and oracles are interested in making the forbidden arts more accessible. On the other hand, the idea is a bit scary for novices, and producers are definitely too fond of stability. Interesting. Full coven. Wait, producers? Where are we really? Oracles? I'm concerned about warriors kind of dipping. Go talk to your warriors. Go do that. Genresha. It's the moment of truth. Let us confirm whether our paths align or diverge. What did I do to Genresha again? Oh, yeah, she's an elder. She's an elder. I see you choose the wrong side in the end. Good day to you, too. It's not just a matter of what to do with the Dina's corpse. Dahlia's program is absurdly naive. I totally misread your judgment. Well, I'm sorry you're not a fan of our plan, but it's the Coven that will decide what kind of community they want to live in. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Whoa, coming on strong. You came all this way just to declare war? Yes. Super. To begin with, you can forget about getting any votes from the academics, and then I'll start working on the other factions. I think we're gonna blackmail her. No, Jasmine's the femme. We're gonna blackmail her. You know, your beloved Adina left me a parting present. She gave me one of her eyes to peek beyond the fabric of reality. That's how I learned your Fate Master's disc is rigged, and that you are collecting information from every witch in a pinch without their knowledge or consent. I'm sure it'd be a problem for your holistic research if this information became widespread. I get it. I understand. I understand the pun now. I'm slow today. What do you want? I want absolutely nothing. You just need to do nothing and your secret will be safe. Very well, but I'm still voting for Jasmine. Completely understandable. You can leave now. See you in Congress. Yeah, like... everyone's coming back. First, you created your world. Waiting on the first beat of a new universe, you float weightless, timeless, inside the potential of magic. Will you be the guide that'll get us across? Wow. You're a cosmic poet now. The collaboration with Rangamir is making every novice crazy. And it's inspiring sisters in every demographic, really. Really? I'm so happy. Great job, Fortuna. And remember, will you be the guide that'll get us across? Ah, shut up. Did you welcome the Jade Sculptor's refugees into our coven? It's a banger. It's a banger of a poem. Yeah. That'll be a bit complicated in the middle of a race, Fortuna. Based on the coven rules, they have the right to vote, and they're voting for us, of course. But this didn't sit well with the rest of the coven. But I told them that there was no need to vote for us. Come on, you can't be that naive. Of course they're going to vote for us. They owe you. Yeah, but no buts. Our sisters have the right to be pissed. I'm sorry. Okay, let's rebuild from here. Oh, Jesus. Bad news regarding Jasmine. Apparently she's been funding a group of academics to research what it would really entail for our powers if we all devoured Adina. And, wow, oh no. I mean it. If I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now. But we mustn't give up. Let's start the counterattack. Well, I'm screwed. I'm back. I challenged the proposal of keeping Adina's corpse for guidance. Surprisingly, there are some academics and oracles that are interested in the idea. But almost everyone is fed up enough with Adina to want to get rid of her one way or the other. I'd like you to look for allies. We were doing so well. Okay. Hi, Fortuna. How come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything all right? I don't want to be a bother, but I'd like to visit you and see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to seeing you again. Yes. Joanna. Look at her. Obsessed. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you again. Look at you. You've grown out a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you. But you not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of it full of power. I'm happy to see you too, Master. Better stay humble and not a provoker. So I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought. But yeah, I feel a bit alien even amongst my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupil so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. I know, I love how her ears move. They're so good. It's such a good design. Master. Today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. I don't think I'll ever fully heal from this. It's been too much, Master. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to live through. No one to talk to. Eventually I started to hallucinate. Tried to escape my mind through fiction, substances, even pain. But no matter the stimulus, when in isolation, you grow numb to it all. Memory becomes a mirage, not a single landmark in time to allow you to differentiate one day from another. It's been endless, and at the same time, I can barely remember it. The only thing remaining is this damage that I need to figure out how to outlive. Oh, Fortuna, I am so sorry. Thank you for sharing this with me. I am here for you, and I'm going to help you find your peace, okay? Thank you. And what about the behemoth you summoned? Oops. Oops. What do you mean? We did summon a behemoth. He's not right over there. How do you... Fortuna, it was me who taught you the forbidden song, of course. I was going to notice. I'm so sorry. I was desperate. I know. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth. I want you to have the option. You and a rocks. The option to break the magical pact? Yeah. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community to have some broad guidelines about what is correct and not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song, you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I am no longer your master. That makes me feel kind of sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now I can be friends, and I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. Oh, Uena. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I am proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever. It's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend. I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? I want to fix Adina's damage. What damage? To the coven. I don't know. I want to rob her of something. She deprived me of so much. It'll never be enough. I'm not sure if that's going to get you any closure. But I guess it's good that you might get some hatred out of your system. Can I help in any way? Can you vouch for us amongst the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay, but first I should warn you about its true nature, and I also can write the future. Oh, and what may that be? Dina's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us that what I was doing is not fortune telling. I'm not reading into the unknown, I'm writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Dina's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly, plus I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven? Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's in part why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh, it's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control the cards I'll draw. Very well. Okay, deep breaths. Let's go. What fortune do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understand you properly, we can work with everything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew it in new realities. Especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh, that's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Adina took you away from me, and I feel like I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me you have the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. Let's go. The Researcher. Arcana are blessed by the power of the Gem Skull Belt, courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. The will to kill your heart to save your kin. The Minister of Secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. Okay. Put that in memory. Let's do, I really love that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys of Deerfolk Realm. It was so peaceful. Oh yes, I feel that's when you finally opened up to me. Yes, I remember it too. Do you know why that happened? Of course. It was that broth we prepared together. Foraging for the ingredients, getting water from the river, starting a fire. How comforting it was. When we drank from it in silence, letting it warm us to fight the wet cold of the valley. A true bonding experience. It was very nice. That wasn't what made me lower my guard. Oh yeah? What was it then? When you fell down on your ass when a grasshopper jumped out of nowhere. What? That? Why? The little scream and the dumb look on your face were priceless. And that made you trust me? Absolutely. Up to that point, you were nothing but perfection, the master of the elements, you and Enya. Oh, so wise and faultless. But you fell on your ass. Really? Suddenly you were within my reach. If a millennium-old witch can fall on her ass, everything is alright. I can aim to become that. Good point. Okay. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret. The caress of the seed nurtures mercy and introspection. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represent inner desire. Introspection, mercy, wellness, power. We can't keep doing Earth stuff. You taught me Erner and Sea to harvest magic from my own dreams. Oh yeah, I remember. Those were fun days. In the beginning, you were having trouble becoming lucid within a dream. The moment you realized you were dreaming, you always panicked and woke up. Ah, well, yes. I didn't remember it as being fun, though. I was so frustrated by it all. Oh, but the moment I mastered it, I immediately dream-walked into your mind and gave you a big ol' scare. That wasn't the fun part. Who would have thought that you would be so afraid of beetles? I'm telling you, stag beetles aren't natural. I haven't yet to be able to prove it. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but they are demonic origin. Anyway, have you been harvesting energy from your dreams lately? Scarcely. Not since they lifted the ban on visitation, at least. Oh, this is interesting. We just altered the past, but anything that's been observed cannot be affected. So that's why I haven't been using the spell. The cards keep the universe coherent, so I guess I can stop worrying about any kind of butterfly effects destroying the present as we know it. Oh, I already forgot that you just wrote this into our past. It feels so real. Because it happened. This isn't an illusion. We lived through that day. Extraordinary. This is very interesting indeed. I'll try it as soon as I go to sleep next, though. It's getting close to the election day, so it's good to know that I'm going to be productive even in my dreams. I'm happy to see my lessons are going to be helpful. Isn't the merit kind of mine, though, if I just wrote that you taught me this? Maybe. It doesn't feel like it, though. And that's what counts. I guess. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Adina was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I'm not scared at all, because I know you. Adina didn't. She made a grave mistake. Yeah, she did. If Adina had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile, that's dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think about a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told me many tales of Abramar. But I never got to use the spell myself. Is this his lover? Wait, tell me about your mentor and Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch master of shapeshifting. She's one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor really talked about the incident because it brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations, but they had to erase the sister out of existence. Damn. And she named Abramar back into the forbidden song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that. I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I both hate him and love him. Oh, those are the best ones, aren't they? Yuena. It's true, the ones who keep your energies in disarray. Ah, to be alive. It's not like that. Abramar is very helpful, but he won't stop messing with me. Always putting uncomfortable thoughts in my head. That's good. I'm happy to hear your new partner keeps challenging you. Yay. Listen, I want you to have something. Ooh. I believe my dominion may prove very powerful spear for your creations. The 4 elements converge there after all. Master of the 4 elements, Yuena. Fortuna's mentor is... Aww. Thank you. Whoa, this is gonna come in handy, alright. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew as a witch. Aw, Fortuna. Thank you, Yuena. Okay, tea time is over. Now focus on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes. Come back soon. Okay. I think that's where we're going to stop for today. Right, because it's been 2 hours. Perfect timing. We did a lot. I'm very nervous about this election. My guess is that maybe next week we'll finish this up. I'm assuming the election's kind of the end, but we'll see. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. But still loving the game, still having a good time. Definitely will be back next week at our normal time at 5. I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but I do have a YouTube like VOD channel that I throw VODs on there, but also I'll post like updates of time changes and stuff if there are any. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of the day and a good week, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.